building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bates on the right side. Open is Gesicki. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
2nd and 7. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They'll run with Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second down and 10, Darnold. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Darnold. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Bates. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Running on first down, Eckler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This will be caught at Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, that's going to change the course of things. They had a good drive work and a chance to really open things up here in the first quarter. Instead, the defense, they got exactly what they needed.
Yeah, they certainly did, because making that type of a play gives them confidence moving forward and maybe makes them a little more reticent on the offensive side of the ball.
Because if the touchdown had gone the other way, this thing could have started to get ugly early. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack them.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. 2nd and 20. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Bates. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 7-7, our score after 1. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st down, Darnold. Forced out to his left. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake. Bates. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Dolphins.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Eckler. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. 20, 10,
just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Washington.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up first and goal at the 1.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Bates. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Bates. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Sanders' kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Now Eckler. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Bates. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do we do?
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Throw right side complete to Carter. Touchdown! Stephen Carter, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that challenge, a successful one. Eckler into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his...
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll get that one to Carter complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
2nd and 11. Off play action. Bates. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On
third and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw on 2nd down, Bates.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bates. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Bates. And he's got his man on the out route.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Bates. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Dolphins on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Bates. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down. Bates. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Here is Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bates dancing to his left. His throw incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Bates completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 73 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
It's a first down and more for Gibson. Gets this to Gibson.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
45, 45, 45.
Now Darnold.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
One last shot at the end zone.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said.